Hi, it's Cheryl. Welcome to Homeridge Studio. For today's video, I have 3 crafty ideas to share with you, and the theme is lemons. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. Sorry, I was just dying to say that. Okay, it's out of my system. Anyway, today's video is part of a collaboration, which I'll tell you about shortly, but first, let's just go make something. Number 1. This is a little lemon tree crate. And here's what I used to make it. I have the crate from the Dollar Tree. Some scrapbook paper. I wanted to use yellow and I ended up using green. And this is like a 24 piece, scrapbook package. And I only got like 12 pieces in it. Oh, well. What can I say? That was from the Dollar Tree. I have this really cool new chalk paint. I haven't seen it by Waverly called Scallion. It's a really pretty color. I have some foam, some flower picks. I have this little bear pick. I don't use the rope. And yeah. So let's just start making this. I just took my glue stick and I'm going to glue the paper on here. If you want something that sticks better, go ahead and use, Elmer's glue or Mod Podge. But I just wanted to use a glue stick. And I'm only going to glue it on just the front side of this because I'm going to paint the rest in that scallion. And I just took my brayer and I pressed it down. And I'm just going to trim it. And then now I want to score it where those little ridges are there. Took me a second to figure that out because I didn't want to score the paper. And then I took my finger sander and I sanded this down really, really well. Got the corners really good and I really scuffed this up and I got a little bit too aggressive with it and I tore the paper a little bit, but that's okay because I want this to look old. After I was done with that, I took the scallion. As you can see, it's a really bright green paint. And I don't think it's really the color of scallions, but it's okay. I like the color. It was new to me. And I did get it at Walmart. And I painted the whole entire thing. Inside, outside, just not the bottom. I left the bottom plain. I was trying to decide how I'm going to distress it because I distress everything. So I took my Distress Oxide in the color Vintage Photo, which is something that I've been crushing on lately. I just love this Vintage Photo. I'm putting on everything. But if you don't like distress, don't do it. If you like the fresh look, that's fine too. This is just me. I'm distressing the edges, the top and the bottom really well. And then the little indentations there as well. And then I go over the crate very, very lightly because the paper and the paint are not the same color. So what I'm trying to do is blend it in so it doesn't look so different. So I'm doing this around the entire outside of the box, making sure I get the corners and the little handles or indents in the crate too as well. And now I'm sanding it down again some more because I don't think it's distressed enough, I guess, but I like that look. And that's what it looks like. And see, it kind of almost matches now. So now I'm going to take this floral foam and just cut it in half and I'm going to plop it in the box. I don't need a big chunk in there because the way I put the flowers in, you can put them on an angle and you don't have to waste all that floral foam or more floral foam. And so now we're going to make a little tree. So I have this pick here. I save these because I use these a lot. And I have these little lemons. I made something else with it last year and I just took it apart because I needed more lemons. And I went to buy little teeny lemons like this and they were like teeny tiny ones, were like 5 little ones for $5. Lemons are expensive. They are quite expensive. So I decided I was going to take my tree apart that I made a year ago. And I'm just gluing the leaves on here. And these lemons are foam, and I can just stick them right into the pick here. So as you can see, I'm kind of staggering them. And I'm gluing them on so they stay. And I'm going to pop it in there, and I thought it was too tall, so I'm just going to clip a little bit off the end here and pop it in there. Now I'm going to fill mine with a bunch of florals and greenery that I had. And when I use them and I take my projects apart, if I don't sell them, I take them apart and reuse them. I just put them in a box. So I had all these little greenery pieces, and some of them had yellow on them. They were perfect. So I'm popping them in here. Now, if you wanted to see this more like a tree, you could put moss in the bottom of it. But I wanted to build it up more like, this could be a tier tray piece. This could be a little shelf sitter. It's super cute. I love how this turned out. But if you wanted it to more look like a tree instead of, mine looks kind of like a lemon bush, you know, just throw some moss in there, or cut your greenery down even smaller, or make the tree longer. Don't clip off the end like I did. And I'm just building this up. Wherever you see the floral foam, I'm just throwing a pick in there. And I have different kinds, and you know, this all kind of matched the color of the crate that I used, and it all kind of had some yellow undertones in it, and the white and the green, it all went together really well. And then at the end, I'm going to put the word lemon tree on it. And every time I think of lemon tree, I think of that song by Peter, Paul, and Mary, Lemon Tree, Very Pretty. Anyway, I'm not going to bother you with that because I might get a... I don't want a copyright strike is what I was trying to say. Not that that would happen, because more so it's my voice. It's not very good. Anyway, I am going to put lemon tree on this. And I have a little bit of information. It was first inspired by a Brazilian folk song by William Hote in the 1950s. And then Peter, Paul, and Mary remastered it. And in 1962, it hit number 35 on the Billboard. Anyway, but it is a love song, or love compared to a lemon tree. So lemon tree, very pretty. And the lemon flower is sweet, but the fruit of poor lemon is impossible to eat. Which cracks me up. But there you have it. So I hope I entertained you there. Anyway, yeah, I really love this piece. I put 4 little beads on the bottom of it. Okay, so this collaboration is called the Hello Challenge. Each month it's a different theme, and this month it is finally Hello Summer. And I would like to thank our host and my sweet friend, Christine from DeVyne Designs, and also the very talented co-host, Danielle from Schoolhouse Rud, and the guest host, the fabulous Miss Brandy from the DIY Struggle. Now, if you have not, go check out their channels and you will not be disappointed. I put their channel links in my description box below, as well as a playlist with all of today's participants for tons of ideas and inspiration. Okay, number 3. This is just a little tier tray piece, or it could be like a little shelf sitter, excuse me. So I have this napkin, I have the little crate piece here, the Farm Fresh Word, the 3 lemon pieces that came out of that pack from the Dollar Tree, and some Mod Podge. And so I'm just putting some Mod Podge on here. And I'm going to make sure that I get all of these, I don't know what you want to call them, like slats, really well. And then while that's drying, I am just going to put these little lemon slices here in the Farm Fresh Word, and I'm going to paint it. So the lemons I'm painting with a gloss. Why gloss? Because, I don't know, lemons are kind of glossy looking. It's because that's what I picked up. Dandelion yellow is an apple barrel gloss, and then the white is just a color Apple Barrel Gloss, and it's colored white. So I'm just giving it 2 coats for the Farm Fresh word and 1 coat for the lemons. And by the way, I had left all this stuff out on my counter, and then I made dinner. And when I made a salad with dinner, and my husband picked up the barbecue sauce, which is my Mod Podge, that's what I put it in. He picked it up and he's like, "What is this? Is this salad dressing?" And I'm like, "No, don't use it. Don't use it." And we both started laughing. He's like, "You could use that in your video." And I said, "Oh, you know I am." I thought it was funny. Anyway, I should cross that out and put Mod Podge on it. Do not eat. So I just did the napkin and Mod Podge trick here. And now I'm just kind of cutting it out. I was going to file it, but it kind of got a little tough there. So I'm just doing this. And you notice I didn't use the lemon. I didn't want the lemon on here. I just like the blue paper with the polka dots on here. And if you don't have, if you want to make this, if you don't have the blue paper with the polka dots, paint it blue and take a little end of like a pencil or a paintbrush, and you can make little dots on here. So I'm distressing this really well again, and I got a little heavy-handed, just like on my crate, and kind of ripped the paper a little bit, but I liked it. And sometimes when you make a mistake like that, just go with it. See how, yeah. And then I put Mod Podge on top of it because the paper was lifting, and when it was kind of dry, I just kind of pushed it down. You can't even see. Plus, I'm gluing the lemons on top of that. But yeah, I tore the paper just a little bit, but it gave it more interest in my mind. It just made it look more kind of worn and torn and beat up. So as you can see, I'm just gluing these lemon pieces on here. And then I have the Farm Fresh. I'm going to glue that on there. I'm going to glue it partially on the lemon. And then it kind of hangs off and it's raised. So I have this little itty bitty piece of the dowel rod I had just in my stash. And I'm just going to cut it out, and I'm going to stick it right under the H in fresh, and you cannot see it at all whatsoever. And then if you want this to stand up, you can take a couple Jenga blocks and just glue them in the back here. And I thought this was really simple and really easy and super cute. See, I only painted 1 coat of the paint on top of the lemons because you can see the detail below it. Okay, number 3, last but not least, this wall hanger. And here's what I used to make it. I had this left over from Easter. I liked it because I liked the beaded handle, the color of it. And I have some scrapbook paper, the lemons, and then this is a green, gingham green. It kind of looks black and white. That would work too. And I have this calendar page, and this is from April of 23. It's from the Dollar Tree. There are several lemon calendar pages you can use. I just wanted to use the word lemon. And then I have this from Ribbon. You get a lot of it. It was like $6 or $8 from Sam's Club. And yeah, so I became a member because it was 50% off, and it was like $25 for a year. So yeah, just for their ribbon. No, actually, they have some good stuff there. I'm a Costco member, but I don't know. Are you a member of either one or both? Or I don't know. I'm a member of Costco, but I really like Sam's Club, and this is the first time I've been a member there. So anyway, you saw I pulled out the hanger, and then I just sanded down where I took the staples out. That staple puller I got from Amazon. It was a pack of 3. It was $20, and it's like thebomb.com, my favorite thing, one of my favorite tools. So now I have this scrapbook paper, and as you can see, I just traced it. I'm going to put half on top and half on the bottom. I only traced 1 sheet. I did measure it, and I found the middle. And now I just put the 2 sheets together and then cut it out. And then I did sand all of that extra glitter off this here, so the paper sticks better. And then I am just taking the glue stick, and I'm going to glue the paper on here. So the lemon is going to go on the bottom, and then the gingham check is going to go on the top. And then when I was done, I did turn it over and I trimmed off all the extra because I did make it just slightly bigger. And I took my brayer and I pushed that down really good. Now I'm taking the lemon and I'm cutting it out. And I have these fancy schmancy scissors. I really don't know what you call them. They're like craft scissors, and a lot of kids use them. I got mine from a pack for like $10 or probably less from Ross. They just have fancy edges, and I went around the edge, and I must have not hit record because I couldn't find it anywhere. But I did find a whole bunch of me cleaning up my mess. So I probably hit record of me cleaning up my mess and not doing this. Anyway, doesn't matter. And I also took vintage photo and distressed it around the edges, around the lemon word, and also around the edge of the round. So yeah, I think I hit record when I was cleaning up my mess and recorded all that because it was long. It was like 20 minutes. And then I didn't hit record when I was supposed to. So whatever happens. So I put the hanger back on and I just put some hot glue on there because it was pretty, I don't know, I was afraid it was going to pull out. It was pretty loose in there. And I think it's so cute and I love the green beads on it. Then I have some, again, these flowers I took apart something and they were just in my stash and I glued 3 of them on top. I liked them because they're, white and they have the yellow in the middle and they really match. And I have some more of these little picks here and I'm just going to glue these on the side. And I just build it up to the point of where I like it, where I feel like it looks good. It's not overbearing. I like simple. Sometimes less is more. And I'm going to glue a couple little picks on either side here. I think I glued 2 of them. And as you can see, what I always do, I clip it, I put it in there, I eyeball it. If I like it, then I make it permanent. And that is it. Okay, here is the whole shebang. All 3 pieces I made today, all together. And here are some extra pieces that I have made this year. More so the spring pieces. I've done a ton more. I've done patriotic ideas and all kinds of stuff, but this is just what I could fit on both of my shelves. And this is all I have for you today, and I hope that I've inspired you. Speaking of inspiration, remember, check out the host channels and that playlist, which are linked in my description box below. And also remember to subscribe, like, hype, share, and all that good stuff. And I will be back really soon. And until then, you have a blessed week. Bye.